Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming. I'm actually going to do something in this video that I haven't done in quite a while now, and that's do a PSA returns. I was trying to wait for my nephew to get back from the post office, but he's been gone for about half an hour now, so I'm wondering if he just took off somewhere just to get some basic things or whatever, test out his new truck. But he may walk in at any time during this video, so if that happens, you might hear a little bit of noise in the background, but it shouldn't be too much. But anyways, like I said, we're going to do a PSA returns in this video. If you're on my Patreon, thank you for your support. You are seeing this before it gets out to YouTube. You'll have a day or two to send me messages about what you potentially may want. I'll probably start listing this stuff on Saturday. I believe this video should post to you guys on Friday. If it doesn't post on Saturday, then or I may not post this stuff publicly online until Monday or so, but hopefully I get it, start listing stuff tomorrow. But anyways, this part right here is actually someone who submitted through me, and they wanted to consign their cards because it's been over a year since some of this stuff has been out, and so these are actually going to be going straight into auction. They're going to start off at 1 penny, and they're going to be ending on the 8th. So while I'm going to have them scheduled out right away, they're not actually going to start and go live until the 1st of August, and that's because I'm going to be on vacation from the 1st to the 7th, so I don't want them ending while I'm gone on vacation. I may back it up a few days, because like if it ended on the 5th or 6th, the Friday or Saturday, then I could ship it the following Monday and it'd be fine. But I try not to have stuff ending while I'm away on vacation where I can't answer you guys' questions, or especially I can't ship the stuff. Now I guess I could up the handling time, so just keep an eye out. Been doing a lot of auctions running through product. And several of you have asked me about that link that I said I was going to post for basketball. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. So I went back to the video, and the link to the game where I play basketball, it's actually in there. It's not a great video, but you can see who I am. I'm jersey number 7. I jump at it's the last game. I'm wearing blue. We're playing a team that's in pink. And I also posted Pokebay's YouTube, and I'm gonna try to remember to post it in this video too as well. So it should be the first link down here in the description for that basketball thing and Pokebay. But for those of you who don't care, like I imagine most of you don't worry about it. Just talk about it for a few minutes. This one's a pretty good one. If you notice right here, it's actually a winner stamp. And this is the reverse holo Electabuzz. This has been kind of tough in the past to pick up. This one, pretty much all of the reverse holo winners, or actually any of the reverse holo from Best of Game, there's 5 of them. I believe you got the Hitmonchan Electabuzz, the Rockets Mewtwo, Rockets Hitmonchan, and then you have the Professor Elm. And then the Rockets Hitmonchan and the Electabuzz were the last 2 that I finally pulled into my collection. But these are all on consignment, and they're going to go, like I said, straight into auction. Here you have a Professor Birch, and this is a Professor Program stamped card. You can see it right there. Mint 9. We also have an Absol EX, near mint to mint 8. Now the ones I'm getting ready to show you next, these are not on consignment. These are part of my PSA returns, and these may go to auction. Of course, if you're a patron and you get to see this first, feel free to send me an offer. Feel free to send me an offer if you're on YouTube as well. They may not be up on eBay just yet, so I'm open to that. Alright, we're going to start off with a couple Best of Game. You can see right here, this is a non-winner and this is a winner. Both of these pulled the 9. See, we have a Psychic Energy and Electabuzz. There were 8 different energies for this. You could get all of them in sealed packs of 25, except for the Rainbow Energy, kind of like the Professor Elm. It just never had a sealed pack. There's another Professor Elm. I've never graded one of these in a 10, and I've got a lot of them at PSA, so I'm hoping it does happen. Here's another one in a 9. This one had a 7, and I think they were grading me pretty rough at this point because I had submitted a lot of really mint stuff, because I saw some other 7s. I might be able to show you that. Here, I'll just compare for you. Alright, so this was that 7, the very first one, the Shallowest Gyarados. You can kind of see how it's got like whitening, you know, all the way around, all 4 corners. And this one, you know, it's a 7. You know, I still think it's justified as a 7, but really the only damage is that one corner, whereas the other ones on this are pretty minty, and the front's pretty minty as well. So that's what happens sometimes when you group a lot of mint cards together. They're not, most likely they're not all going to get 10s. Got a winner right there for a mint 9, and I actually did pull one as well. So I'm not going to overlap those. I'm not going to auction mine off at the same time. I might put up a buy now for this one since I have a consignee auctioning his. Here we got some Rocket Scissor. Usually pretty easy to grade. This is one of the non-holo cards. All three of these are winners. I'm actually completely sold out of Best of Game cards, other than maybe a few buy now, so I'm happy to get these in. Here we have 3 winner Dark Venusaur. I was very happy with that. The prices on these have really went up, but they're still pretty affordable compared to a lot of cards that are out there. Here are 3 Rocket Scissors, non-winners. You can see those are 3 Gem Mint 10s. And like I said, I submitted a lot of really mint cards, so that's why you're seeing a lot of 10s. And here we have a 10 winner on the Dark Ivysaur and 2 9s. So we put these up, and then I'm going to get the next stack for you guys. This should be about a week's worth of auctions or so, depending on how it played out. Okay, so here's 3 more Dark Ivysaur. These are the non-winners. We got a 9, a 10, and a 10. Again, really good grades, very solid. Next, we're going to jump into some Japanese stuff. We have a Golem in a 10, Clefable. We've got a Meganium, Weezing. We've got Rapidash, and these have the old, or they have the new backs. It was Expedition, so I mean, usually these are pretty easy 10s, as you can see. Got a 9 on that Dotrio. Got a Pidgeot, Dragonite. Look at that. There's a Mew. 1 of the 10 on that one. I actually had a Mewtwo in this, and it did pull the 10, but I pulled it out from my personal collection. Got an 8 on the Skarmory. I don't know what happened there. Probably just something random. That nice ring light glare. You know, who doesn't love that? Hurts my eyes looking at it, so I imagine it's hurting your guys' eyes too. I think it was actually some scratches in the holo. Tyranitar, great artwork. Pulled the 10. We've got a Top Sun Machamp with the 7. We have Erica's Vileplume and a Brock's Ninetales. Now the old back Japanese cards are much harder to get in that 10. I tend to have pretty bad luck with them. Alright, so we've got Rocket's Moltres, like pulling out that Gem at 10, as you can see. A lot of these just 9s. You're right there at it, and then you know, go back to new back. Got the Ninetales. Articunos, I've submitted these pretty regularly for a long time. Most of the time these come back 10s. I don't get too many 9s. Same thing with Bumblebee Pikachu. A lot of these get the 10s. Went 2 for 3 on that one. Pulled the 8 on a Jigglypuff, 9 on the Meowth, and 3 9s in a row on the Surfing Pikachu. Moving on to stack. I think that was actually stack 3. We did stack 1 and 2 pretty quickly. This is stack 4. More Wizards of the Coast promos. Got a Mewtwo with the Cyburn. That was always fun to play. Got the WB Pikachu. Sabrina's Abra. This is actually not as easy to find as you would think. I haven't looked up price in a while. It's either this one or it might be Unknown J. Maybe I'm thinking Unknown J. But I'm going to check out price and see. Because it wouldn't surprise me if this one is over like $200. But then again, there's been a lot of stuff coming back. So I mean, it's a non-holo WotC promo. It's not like it's super rare. You know, like I said, it would surprise me if it was under 200, but it wouldn't be like a shock, you know, if it was under that price. Then we got a Snap Pikachu, and then we have, you can see the brand new labeling variant. We've got the Era Articuno in a 10. Also have the Moltres. Then you got the 10 on the Electabuzz. Got a 10 on a Pokemon Center New York Ho-Oh. 9 on the Scyther. You got the Forever Suicune. These used to be pretty common, but they've gotten way more scarce in time, and it pulled out the 9. Same thing with Celebi. Celebi used to be very common, but now it's something that's pretty tough to find. Got a few holos here. Got Birthday Pikachus with got an 8 and 2 9s. I think those will do pretty good. Oh, it looks like we've got 3 9s. Very nice. And then we got an 8 on a Venusaur and another 8 on a Pikachu. It's always fun to watch them in auction, just because a lot of people like them. Birthday Pikachu's always been one of the favorites, and it's seen a lot of growth. Here we've got some regular WotC holos. This is a Spanish Magneton, pulled the 9. Got a reverse holo Expedition Spearow with the 9. First edition Scyther. First edition WotC holos, they've creeped back down to where they're really affordable again. You know, I was surprised. I saw a Moltres first edition from Fossil, mint 9, already graded, and it went for like $228 in auction. The guy didn't pay, so I relisted it, and I noticed the lowest one was still at $350. But even at the $350, you know, that's a really reasonable price. I think I relisted it at $329 or something like that. So we got a. This was labeled incorrectly. It's actually should be a Spanish as well, Spanish Clefairy, and it's an 8. Doesn't say Spanish. And this right here looks like it was also mislabeled. It should have been a German first edition Raichu, and they just labeled it as regular first edition. This is like this kind of stuff right here throws off the pop reports, so they're not always set in stone and accurate. Got an 8 on that one. Now this Kangaskhan, I looked at it, and to me, man, it's a really strong 8. It's got that little white dot there, but I'm pretty sure this was a pack fresh one. I didn't really see the print lines in the holo. So I don't know. That's a very strong 8. I'm not big on regrading, so it'll probably stay in the case. But if you go to bid on that Kangaskhan, know that I think it's pretty strong. But you know, there's a reason probably that somebody still gave it an 8. Or I got the 10 on the Ninetales. It's really tough to get Watsy Holos in a 10. Ninetales is one of those easier ones, if there was ever one that could get that 10. Got an 8 on the Flareon, and I'm wondering if it was maybe chipping along the edges of that Kangaskhan that I missed out on. Got a 9 reverse holo Pidgeot from Legendary Collection. 10 on the reverse holo Magby. So we've got 2 Watsy cards technically in holo that pulled a 10. The 9 on the Rocket Zapdos. Love Blaine's Arcanine. We've got the Pidgeot with an 8. That's just regular jungle. We've got the 8 on the Unlimited Gengar. This is a pretty decent pull right here. We've got the Red Cheeks Pikachu. It is shadowless. It's not first edition, but it pulled out the 10. So that was a pretty big grade. Got the 8 on the War Turtle. Shadowless. I tell you what, I am the king of getting 9s from this Charizard. I think I've only pulled 3 or 4 10s, but I've pulled like 20 9s. I've got a lot more at PSA. But it's just something that they're seeing. That little white dot there, a little white dot there. Maybe a white dot up there. Usually the non-holo promos that are new are super easy to grade, but I don't pull many 10s on that card. Alright, so Lugia pulled the 9. I was hoping it'd pull the 10, but I've got more Lugias there. Got a few newer cards here. Gyarados 9, Leafeon 9, but pulled the 10 on the Mewtwo. Let's see what else we have. Got a Solgaleo, both 9 and 10, 9 on the Lunala, and then we got 2 back-to-back Rayquaza GXs in the 10. I wonder how those are faring in auction now. I know they jumped up to over $200. I think it was over $300, but I imagine it's dropped down a little bit now that we've seen some more stuff come back. And I'll be honest with you, this is my first return that I've had in probably over a month now. And, you know, I'm still not getting them back at the rate that I was submitting them in May. And I still have orders out from May of last year. So it makes me wonder, you know, it's taken them 14 months, plus, you know, including the 4 months of shutdown to catch up one single month. I mean, I don't know. I think PSA's farther behind than what they're indicating. Alright, so we have 3 Jolteons here, and if you look, these are the ones that are like holographic all over the card. You can see it, and all 3 pulled the 9, but it's pretty cool because, you know, they've got that thick holo that just goes straight over the card. You can see it a little better in person if I can get the light right. This one, I think you guys could see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it there now. Strongest on that last one for sure. And then there's another Lunala. And then we have 3 Reshiram and Charizard GXs, 2 10s, and 1 9. Which those prices are going to probably hold around $100 or so for the 10s. Just because there are there's Charizard battle decks, and there was a lot of them that were out there. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're a patron and you get to see this first, please do reach out to me at my email with an offer for anything that you might like. And if you want to see a price instead of making an offer, just kind of wait for it to go to auction. It'll probably be the cheapest that way, but sometimes, you know, people get in little wars over things. But be on the lookout, and I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch my videos. And maybe we'll get back to more daily or at least 3 times a week videos pretty soon now that construction is starting to wrap up. And I do have a vacation, so that'll set it back a little bit. But we're getting there, and we're working on it. And thank you guys for all of your patience.